You're sitting in your cozy home office, surrounded by code and tech gadgets. Your screen lights up with a notification from Google. Gemini 3.5 Flash Cyber, Flashlight, and 3.6 Flash now available. You pause for a moment, feeling the weight of this news. These aren't just updates. They're not even incremental improvements. They're revolutionary. This changes everything about how you build software applications. But wait, how? What does it mean for your day-to-day coding, for your projects, and for the entire tech industry? You grab a mug of coffee to steady your nerves as you dive into the details. Gemini 3.5 Flash Cyber is marketed as an advanced natural language processing model that can generate human-like text with unprecedented speed and accuracy. Flashlight is billed as a lightweight version, perfect for resource-constrained devices. And 3.6 Flash? It's said to be even more efficient than its predecessors. But here's the kicker. These models are designed not just for conversation or content generation. They're tailored specifically for AI-powered development tools. Imagine being able to code with an assistant that understands your every command, a tool so smart it can predict and fix bugs before you've typed a line. You wonder, is this really possible? Can you build software faster and better than ever before? But here's the part nobody saw coming. Just as you're about to start exploring these new tools, your phone buzzes with another notification. This one isn't from Google. It's a warning from researchers who've studied AI layoffs and social unrest. They warn that reliance on automation could lead to significant job losses and social upheaval. You sit back in your chair, feeling the tension build. What does this mean for the future of development? For you as a developer, you're sitting in seat 23A, staring at your laptop screen, about to embark on a new coding project. Gemini 3.5 Flash Cyber is already making waves with its groundbreaking capabilities. Imagine writing code faster and more efficiently than ever before. These models promise to enhance your development workflow like never before. Flash Cyber isn't just another AI model. It's a game changer. It leverages advanced natural language processing, NLP, techniques to understand the nuances of your coding language, suggesting optimizations in real time. For instance, if you're writing Python code, Flash Cyber can predict and suggest improvements based on common patterns it has learned from millions of lines of open source code. But here's how it does it. Gemini 3.5 Flash Cyber processes an entire model that's nearly 10 times smaller than its predecessors, but packs a punch. Google claims it achieves this by optimizing the memory footprint without sacrificing performance. According to their research, we've reduced the model size while maintaining or even improving accuracy, making real-time coding suggestions more feasible and efficient. But efficiency isn't just about speed. It's also about quality. Flash Cyber can suggest better algorithms, optimize data structures, and even refactor your code for readability and maintainability, all before you hit save. Imagine spending less time debugging and more time innovating. And the best part? It's not just Python or Java. Flash Cyber supports a wide range of languages like JavaScript, C++, Go, and Rust. Whether you're working on web apps, backend services, or machine learning projects, it's here to help. But what does this mean for you exactly? Well, let's dive into the numbers. In internal testing at Google, developers using Flash Cyber reported a 30% increase in productivity. That's not just productivity in terms of lines of code written. It's about the quality and maintainability of those codes as well. So, are you ready to transform your coding game? Gemini 3.5 Flash Cyber is already making headlines, but there's so much more to come. The stakes couldn't be higher. Your next project might just be the one where you realize the true potential of AI in development. You're sitting in your cozy office, surrounded by screens and code, when the latest update from Google catches your eye. You open the new Gemini models, Gemini 3.5 Flash Cyber, Flashlight, and 3.6 Flash, and marvel at their sleek design. These are the future of AI development tools, promising lightning-fast processing power and unparalleled efficiency. But as you dive deeper into the features, a warning from researchers pops up on your screen. They've studied the rapid expansion of AI and issued a stark warning. The increasing reliance on automation could lead to significant job losses and social unrest. The numbers are staggering. Over 30% of jobs in tech alone could be at risk within the next decade. You feel a chill run down your spine. Are these new tools really worth it if they come with such risks? What can developers like you do to mitigate potential downsides? The researcher's quote is clear. We must act now to ensure that the benefits of AI are distributed fairly and equitably. But how exactly? Can you afford to ignore these warnings while you're racing against the clock to build the next big thing? You need a plan. You can't just push forward blindly. Not when the future is on the line. You're sitting in seat 23A when you hear about it. China's AI sector is about to face a major adjustment. Experts predict an impending burst of the AI bubble, threatening the global landscape. But here's a twist you didn't see coming. China's rapid growth in the AI sector has been impressive, but some experts warn that the country's AI bubble is about to burst. This isn't just a local issue. It has far-reaching implications for everyone building software today. The Chinese government has invested heavily in AI research and development, funding massive projects and startups. Factories across China are already using advanced automation technologies. But now, those investments might start to evaporate. Analysts predict that within the next 6 months, a combination of economic pressures, regulatory crackdowns, and internal technological limitations could cause a significant slowdown. You're developing your next big project. Should you pivot towards more stable markets? Should you focus on tools that are less vulnerable to sudden shifts in the AI landscape? In a recent report, experts warned the Chinese AI ecosystem is teetering on the edge of instability. This isn't just about funding cuts or policy changes. It's about the entire infrastructure you've been relying on for years. Imagine, you've spent months building an application that relies heavily on Chinese-hosted AI services. Now, suddenly, those services are at risk. What do? Do you start moving your code base to more reliable providers? Or do you double down and hope for the best? The implications are massive. If China's AI bubble bursts, it could cause a domino effect across the globe. Companies that were outsourcing key tasks might suddenly find themselves scrambling for new solutions. The market for AI services in other countries is likely to surge as companies look for alternatives. But here's what almost nobody is talking about. This isn't just a problem for China. It's a game changer for everyone in tech. As the Chinese AI sector adjusts, it will disrupt supply chains and partnerships worldwide. You might find that your current tools and platforms are no longer viable or simply cheaper to replace. So, how does this impact your work? How do you prepare for the new landscape? The stakes are high, higher than ever before. Your next project could hinge on whether you're ready to adapt quickly. You're sitting in your cozy office, surrounded by screens filled with lines of code, when the news hits hard. China's AI bubble is about to burst, and it's a wake-up call. You're not just building software anymore, you're navigating through a storm. Imagine if I told you that China's rapid growth in AI has been nothing short of spectacular. Tens of thousands of patents filed annually, billions invested. But now, according to expert warnings, the bubble is ready to pop. The implications are staggering. Job losses, social unrest, and a global reset in how we view AI. But here's the thing. You can't just let this storm pass over you. You need to find a way to adapt your development practices while ensuring that new technologies like Gemini 3.5 Flash Cyber and the others don't become a double-edged sword. The researchers have warned us. Relying too heavily on automation could lead to significant job losses and social disruption. So what can you do? How will you balance embracing these powerful tools with safeguarding jobs and ensuring that AI serves all of humanity? You need to rethink your approach. How you integrate Gemini 3.5 Flash Cyber into your workflow while building systems that are sustainable and inclusive. Imagine if you could create a development environment where AI isn't just about efficiency, but also about fairness and ethics, where every line of code contributes to a better future for everyone. But how do you get there? You might start by forming partnerships with local communities, ensuring that the benefits of new technologies are shared widely. You can invest in upskilling employees so they're not left behind as AI takes over mundane tasks. And most importantly, you need to be vocal about the ethical implications. Don't just build, lead. But here's a question. How will you ensure that every new AI tool you deploy is built with humanity at its core? You're staring at a blank screen, the challenge of creating something new hanging heavily in the air. But what if I told you that the tools to build your vision are changing faster than ever before? Today, Google released Gemini 3.5 Flash Cyber, Flashlight, and 3.6 Flash, models designed to be more efficient and effective for natural language processing and NLP. These advancements aren't just buzzwords. They're going to transform how you code, creating applications that are not only smarter, but also faster and more intuitive. But here's the catch. With such powerful tools comes a new set of responsibilities. A recent study on AI layoffs has raised red flags about the potential consequences of relying too heavily on automation. The researchers warn that as AI becomes more pervasive, it could lead to significant job losses and social unrest. What if you're part of this future? How will these changes impact your own career? And then there's the bigger picture. China is about to pop its AI bubble, experts say. The country's rapid growth in the AI sector has been awe-inspiring, but the potential fallout could reshape the global landscape. Are you ready for a world where the power dynamics of technology are shifting so dramatically? So, here's what we've learned. The tools of tomorrow are at your fingertips, but they come with both challenges and opportunities. You get to decide how you'll navigate this future. If you want to stay ahead of these changes, you know what to do. Subscribe now to Opsra and join us as we explore the cutting edge of AI development. Next up, we'll dive into the latest developments in machine learning frameworks and open source projects that are redefining how developers approach coding.